At 21, these people were struggling. I didn't understand. I was like, what? I usually didn't even grow up from 18. I should have just stayed at 18 with the Summertides I had and just let things stay there.
Kasey Omwanda is a founder of the Summertides Festival, a huge summer attraction in Diani. He convinced his father to invest 500,000 shillings of his school fees into his business rather than going to university.
Like in October, when my mom asks me, so what's up? Have you got in schools that you want to go register and stuff? And what's your plan? Do you want to join in January or do you want to join in September? Because time went on our side. I was like, give me till December. I'll give you an answer.
The journey to building Summertides Festival was far from easy though. He battled depressive periods, debt.
So my parents come and find me, I'm so depressed, I'm down. And they're like, hey bro, yeah. You know it's better when you go to the village, you explain to them that alisoma hadi masomo ikamaliza, but sasa ati we go tell them alikuwa anataka kufanya events na ikamaliza.
And finally his breakthrough year comes through in 2023.
Did a great show, sold really well, but
he's also been involved in bringing big stars to East Africa like Gabsy, Ayra, Starr and Chris Martin. His journey has been far from smooth.
Do you come from privilege?
According to people on Twitter, yes.
Hey guys, this is Barak from Financially Incorrect. I am here to say thank you so much for the 50k plus people who have subscribed to Financially Incorrect. We really do appreciate you. When we crossed 50k, we had a nice, small, intimate party at our offices and we celebrated this milestone. I have convinced the powers that be that if we can get to 100k by December, we will throw a big party to celebrate with all of you guys. And now we have 3 different segments for you guys to watch. There's Financially Incorrect Business Edition, Financially Incorrect Uganda Edition, and Financially Incorrect, the regular Kenyan edition. So please do, if you like our content, subscribe. If we get to 100k by December, we will throw the biggest party in East Africa. So please do subscribe. Hey everybody, welcome back to Financially Incorrect. I am your host, Barak. It's a Friday. As I always say, if you listen to this and you're still working, get back to work. But if you're not and you're just chilling, please, I hope you enjoy this story. It's a money story, another money story we have for you. We have some really good guests lined up over the next couple of weeks. And this one I've really been looking forward to this. If you're into festivals, if you're into, I guess, a good time and a really, really good time, this guy is out here trying to change what a good time means in Kenya and what festivals mean in Kenya. And that is none other than the founder of, is it founder?
Yeah.
Is founder sufficient?
CEO and founder
of Summertides Festival. And his name is Kasey. And I cannot wait to get into this conversation. But before that, let me read a comment or two that I'm just going to pick up from Twitter for people who are talking about the podcast. This is Nick Canali, who says, my daily routine includes listening to an episode of the Financially Incorrect podcast. That's fantastic. I do think that your daily routine will catch up with our episodes. We need to produce more episodes because we release twice a week. But then Sarah Mangi also says, cosines, you better have me on your playlist. And then Sally Chemtai also says, I love that podcast so much. Thank you very much for all the support for you guys who keep listening to the podcast. Please keep commenting. We have 2 links in the description box. One where if you'd like to recommend someone or recommend yourself for the podcast, please do click on the link and submit a name and a form. And then we have a second link, which is essentially around helping us understand you guys better. And it's a bit of a survey. It's like a 3-5 minute survey, but it'll help us understand what you want to get from us. And we will begin to create products that are valuable for you and that work for you. Now we get to our money story. Kasey, welcome to Financially Incorrect.
Thank you.
A long time coming. He said when he came into the room, he said he feels like he's at Forbes.
Yeah, man. It's a step forward. It's coming. Soon, very soon. Yeah.
No. This will become the Forbes. This will become the Forbes. But thank you. I mean, thanks for coming.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for wanting to tell your story as well.
Yeah.
I tried to find as much as I could on you. There was very little. A couple of articles here and there. Of course, the episode you've done with Mike Check. But looking forward to understanding you a little bit better.
Thank you.
So, as I start, because if you watch the podcast, you know I usually start a question that's just out there. My question is around wills, right? Do you think that wills would be better off if they were not private? Like if you wrote a will or if your folks were writing a will, do you think it's better for them to be kept private or for it to be made public to the possible beneficiaries of the will?
Private is better.
Private? Why do you think so?
Because it keeps a suspicion going in the family because I think once it's public, everyone gets too excited. I think you're more prone to be killed faster than when it's private.
But why would your family members want to kill you?
Because they already know how much they're getting from you. So if I don't like you, I already have an agenda to know if I'm getting 200 acres from you, I can kill you tomorrow. I'm getting it like literally next week.
Yeah.
So it's better for you to be private because, again, the guys show you the fake love that they have for you. But until now you die, that's when you know who actually was there for you and who wasn't there for you. So yeah, private is better. It has animosity to it, mysteriousness. As the ladies would say, I like a mysterious guy. Yeah, it can't be just
saying
public
this
like
is
that.
The case, yeah. I was thinking about it some random day in traffic, and I was like, my thinking was more around, like I wonder if it's a cop out for the person who's dying. You know what I mean? Because now, like, you can't do anything to me. Like, if you think we are boys and I leave you nothing, or if you're my family, I leave you nothing, like I'm dead. Like that's it. You know, there's like so I was thinking about it from that perspective of whether it's a cop out and whether it's from a perspective of me who's writing the will or bequeathing the wealth. I'm trying to get out of a conversation that I would have with someone if they knew what I was doing. You know what I mean?
But it's the same thing as like life insurance. If I put life insurance on you, I put a timer bomb on you. This day once you gone is the day I'm getting my money. So it's the same thing. It rather be private than public because I mean human beings are human beings, man. You never know who has the right intention.
Would you say you get married? Would you tell your wife what's in your will? Or even how it's you find out?
No. I don't even think I can tell my mom or anyone. Like
you would tell nobody.
No.
So your wife can come and find out that you whatever again she thinks you may be worth to you. You've given it someone else.
Yeah, that's my business.
That's what I mean. That's a cop out for the person who's dying.
Yeah, that's my business because I've always worked hard for it. So it's for you to now enjoy it later on.
Yeah,
and also it makes me just be in a point of view whereby how you treat me in this world. By the time I'm dying, I should know how I'm gonna share it out to you. So if you're my brother or my sister and you're a dickhead to me, can I say that? and you're a dickhead to me, I just know I don't hate you, so I'll probably give you a piece of land, but that will make you remember that this guy had all this, and if I treated him probably right, and I've gotten more. So it's like also having leverage over people as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of close to manipulation, actually, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But you have to survive in this Nairobi and in this world.
One way or another, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's get into your story now. So, do you come from privilege?
According to people on Twitter, yes.
According to people on Twitter.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say I struggled. I had a good upbringing. I had good parents. I grew up in Jamhuri Estate. That's on Ngong Road. Raised through Embakasi in our estate and also Kileleshwa at a point. But for me, I'd say Jamhuri is
that's your core.
Is my stronghold.
Yeah.
I went to Sitam Woodley. That's NPC Woodley at that time. Now it's called Sitam Woodley. That's when I did my KCPE. Then I went to a high school called Highway in South B. That was 844. Couldn't survive there. Did one term. Then that's when I told my dad.
One term?
Yeah. I was 2 terms. That's when I told my dad, hey, big dog. I don't think it's cutting out for me. But also it was a good life experience for me because it made me it made a part of me become tough and everything. Then after that I switched schools. I went to do the British curriculum. Then I joined Aga Khan.
Aga Khan Academy.
Yeah. And then Aga Khan, I was in Aga Khan here in Westlands. And then after that, I got expelled from Aga Khan. Then I did my year 11 from homeschool. Then after that, I finished. I never went to school again.
Go back to school. Okay, so I had to work back that full journey, right? So when you're starting out, I don't know whether you guys started out in Jamhuri, but when you're starting out, what's money like? What's money in the house like? When do you do you have pocket money? Do you know what your folks are doing? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I knew my parents were working. My parents were working real estate. Pocket money, no. But if you ask for it, you'll get it. Might not get it today, but make sure you make a way to make it happen. I still remember I used to want a PS2 when I was a kid, and I never got a PS2. I got a PSP though, which was somewhere close to me.
PSP was a fantastic
invention, PSP, Game Boys. It made sense.
Yeah.
Because you can move around with
I wanted one, but I never got one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think we're in the same boat. No. So I'd say you'd ask for something and get it. But you might not get it tomorrow or today, but probably a month after. So there was that thought of at least someone listening to you according to what you want. You not have the money now, But if I have the money now, my dad will get it. My dad or my mom will get it for me. But if they don't have, like, it's in the back of their minds that they'll get it for me, like, a month or two from now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no pocket money. I think I started seeing pocket money in actually high school.
In high school.
Yeah.
Did they ever, at that point, at those formative years, did they ever talk to you about money directly or say anything to you about money?
Yeah, the same African narrative of, your auntie's giving you money, bring I keep it for you. So, yeah, that was not too much, but probably, like, well, as time went by, when I was in high school, I think I had more money conversations with Aga Khan, because I think that's when I started giving business ideas to my parents. And from that time in high school, I was also a DJ at that young age. So I used to be paid, like, that time I was like 15 years old, 16. I used to be paid like 50K, 40K. And I used to be like, so now what happens with this money? So sometimes my parents would put it aside and tell me, okay, I know you have this money now, but you don't have to use all of it. You can do ABC things with it. So the conversion started slowly, like later on into life, but not early into my kid life. Yeah.
What do you think you learned from your parents about money? Especially early on.
When I was a kid, or like when early teens?
Even early, just that whole period. What do you think you learned from your parents about money?
I can say when I was an early teen, so when I was in high school, money comes and goes. So you can have money today, you can not have money tomorrow. But also, to me, pesa ikuzoe, man. Like, when this life, live life like once. So don't hoard the money too much, but also use it smartly. Don't use it too much. Like, you can have 100,000, but you can ball with 10,000 and look like you have 100,000, but you've put aside 90K. So be smart with it. Don't be too extravagant and too excited, because money can get you too excited. Because if you come from a place whereby you've never seen 100K, and then now all of a sudden you're earning 100,000 out of the blues, it can change your mindset as well with money. So I learned that when I was a young teen, I learned that money is scarce, but you can still use it as much, but you can not fake. You can just portray that I have 100K, but I'm using 10K, and I know 90K is somewhere in a money market fund or in a bank getting me interest. But now later on in life, whereby also for us now life changed, was just like any penny you get, hold it. You never know. You never know another COVID can happen. Yeah.
I'm curious about those two experiences. One, like what was happening in your family or in your household that you're like, tumia pesa ikuzoea. Like, what's the experience that you're going through?
We were used to be the first guys in a block to get everything. So I think in our estate, we were the first guys to get DSTV. In our estate, we were the first guys to have a smart TV. In our estate, we were the guys who used to do renovations in their houses, such things. When I used to have trips for school, I don't think there's any trip I missed in school except when guys were going to UK once. That's the time I didn't go. But yeah, that was now the life of, okay, as I said, if you ask for it, as long as give us a time frame, we'll pay it. We'll make sure it happens. So they like made sure things happened for us at that point until now life changed later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's the other thing I wanted to ask there?
Sorry.
When you're saying life changed later on with your family, what was that experience?
COVID, man. COVID changed a lot. We went from having the privilege of having probably in the morning a full English breakfast of eggs, sausage, bacon, to being told, hey, this bacon and sausage has to last you for the next 2 months. So either eat sausage today, then eat next day on Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. So we have to sustain, because also money is not flowing in. Experiences like sometimes when we used to go to Shags, we used to fly out. Now it's more on the road, and if on the road we can't stop for breakfast at where we usually used to stop for breakfast, it's just that, just grab a quick snack and we go. Yeah. So at points in life whereby, because I think there's a point in life also, so whereby we almost had a house closed down, where we almost locked out of the house. Then also that also twisted and changed my narrative of, I think sometimes you can be up here, but there's a day you can also fall down. So yeah, such experiences, just observing around.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious, when you're telling your dad this 844 Nini is not for me, and you're asking him for the shift, are you also cognizant of the change in fees it will mean?
Yeah, I was aware.
Yeah.
So ideally, when I finished class 8, I was supposed to go to IG straight.
I see.
But I went to highway. My dad's friend at that moment, he knew each other. So he was the deputy at that point. So that's to like, where do you want to go spend all that money on your Sunday? You can bring him here, and it's a government school. So I think the school fees you want to go pay there. If you pay for him here, you'll have so much change. I think if you pay for him now to Form 4, you'll have so much change remaining. So he was just convinced that, you can go there and spend less money. So it was just like, just go, see if it works out. If it doesn't work out, then we can come and see. So that was the convention every week, because it used to piss me off. Because I was like, okay, I've done 1 week, guys. Can we switch now? Yeah, I think I've done the trials. But they kept on pushing. So I had to do one crazy thing for them to be like, okay, yeah, this kid is actually serious of
what was that?
I ran away from school. So I ran away from school. So
this was a boarding school.
At that time, it was changing to boarding now.
Okay.
So there was day scholars. From first at that time were day scholars, and then now, as from 1, 2, 3 were now compulsory boarding guys. So there was still movement in and out. So sometimes you couldn't understand who's a Form 4 and who's not, and I had Form 4 friends. So it was easy for me to navigate around. So yeah, that's one day. That's when I told my friend, what time are we going home? 4 p.m. I'm going to leave with you. We go. So you'll say, we're going together and in the same Form 4 class, which we thought about and we saw it didn't work out. So again, came back and sat down and drew on the drawing board. And I was like, you know what? I think it would be easier for me to run than to just come and explain. So when he was leaving, there's a time that the gate was being opened and there was like, I think, commotion happening at the gate. And that's when I left. I left with those people. Yeah. So I left and I went to my cousin's place in South Sea. I slept under the bed for like a week before my uncle knew that I'm in that house and my aunt. And I was just chilling. Then I think one day I was like, you know what? I can't be living like a prisoner in my auntie's house. I just went and knocked on her room. I said, hi. And she said, what are you doing here? I'm like, yeah, I ran away from school, man. So I sat down with her. I explained to her how I feel and everything. I don't want to be there. And she called my parents and she's like, I'm going to tell you something, but don't be annoyed. But once I tell you this, I just want you guys to get in the car and come here now. Yeah, then my parents came. They're like, okay, sour. So what's the plan? What do you want to do? Nini. I was like, I want to go to another school that I feel like guys would understand me. I don't feel like the bullying would be that much because I felt like I'm being secluded because, again, contrary to popular belief that I'm a cool kid or a rich kid. So, yeah, because also most of my friends at that point were IG kids. Yeah.
And, I mean, during this week, is it that there's so many kids in school, the school has not realized that you're not in session?
I had a homie where I was paying. So when they're doing the register, they were signing me in. So it reached a point even now, once my dad knew on the weekend that I'm at my aunt's, on Monday, they were called and said, are you guys with Kasey? Because we keep on seeing his name being ticked, but he's not in school. So that's when they realized. So they took me out to school on Thursday and they explained.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
That is commitment. That's commitment. Then I want to talk about, because you've talked about being a DJ by the time you're 14, 15, 16, thereabout, and getting gigs and being paid for those gigs. How did that even start, and how do you even start getting paid for these gigs?
So I have a brother who was a DJ at that time and used to DJ at Iconic, what's Mass House now. And I used to see, I was so fascinated. So I went and asked him, hey, Ben, how do you do these things? Bro taught me how to DJ on a laptop, but then he taught me how to play and pause. And then he left and he told me, when I come back to the house, I want to know you figured out everything else on this now, on the software. So I stayed the whole day figuring it out because it was so interesting to me and I'd already seen him doing some couple of things. And he came back, I showed him what I can do. And he's like, oh, cool. So keep on practicing and then you'll be able to get the hang of it. So 6 months into a year, I was like, okay, you know what? Let me start practicing now by putting mixers outside and people listening. So did some couple of small shows when I was in primary, still in class 8. Then now when KCP ended, that's when I had still free time. So I started recording my mixes more often. And I was posting them now on my Facebook. And that time I was quote unquote a popular guy on Facebook. So I was getting real good plays. So that's how I started getting bookings because they're like, oh, you play so nice, such nice EDM. What's your red card? And I was like, red card? What's a red card? How much do you want to be paid to perform? I was like, paid to perform? Let's get paid to perform. So I was like, okay, I can take 30K now. So I go to a house party, play for 30, and oh, that actually pay me. Then when I did my first major event, it was now at Iconic as well now. As my sister's friend's event. But I wasn't paid for that. But that opened so many doors for me. So that's when now, that was the time era for Daylight Festival and such shows now. I also played for Daylight also got paid, and also my name was growing there. I was, that's a good, because I was playing progressive house. I was like, that's a good progressive house DJ. So I started getting bookings like after that now. So, but SoundCloud was my backbone.
Yeah. And when you're getting these gigs, is your brother, or you've mentioned your sister as well, are they helping you negotiate? Are they with you in that process in any way, sort of form? It's your dad.
There's a point my dad was helping negotiate my payment and signing the contract
on your behalf.
Yeah, because if you see my dad is a big scary guy. So you just know if you mess around this kid, it's gonna be a situation. So my dad used to go with me for meetings, sign with me, then. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you start doing? I mean, you said your folks are telling you don't have to spend all of your money. So where do you begin to put this, these 30, 40Ks that you start earning?
80% of it I was eating.
Yeah.
I was eating it. There's a time like me and my homies finished a gig, like it was I think from Guy Sides, and we got paid. And I was like, so how many are we? We're like 8. So we just go to Chicken Inn and just buy food. And I went to bought food. And we just went back to my house, sleep over, and we ate. And I was like, that's not right, man. You know, that's how I'm supposed to use money. But my mom used to keep for me my money sometimes, and like when I want to do something, go explain to her this one I want to do, like this one I purchase. If it makes sense to her, she gives me. She doesn't, she doesn't. So at a point, she opened a COP account, like a card, like an account for herself. Then it had a card, so she used to put for me money there. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, and it sounds like your parents are very progressive. I mean, in letting a teenager play music at house parties and begin to make money in that way.
Yeah, my parents are cool people, man. My parents come for all Summertides.
Yeah.
Oh,
your parents
they attend. They attend all of them. They attend. But, I mean, that's also something to be grateful for, because they allowed me to be me at a young age, you know. Because also going out at that age, after class 8, I don't think there's anyone who could be allowed. Yeah. You know. That time there was something at Impala that used to be called Ultimate Hangout during the day. I used to go for that when I was in class 7. So I think also the part of what I am in right now is thanks to them, because they allowed me to understand that this is actually the thing I want to do. So they put me out there to the spaces.
Yeah. What about your older siblings? Again, because I'm also, in my family, I'm on the lower end. Like there are 2 people above me. And so I guess for me, I know what it's like to have older siblings who would also could watch over you. So I'm curious about your older siblings watching you in some of these spaces. What was that relationship like?
They're supportive. Like now, you see, like the first time I played at Iconic, it was because of my sister. Her friend was the one doing that event. Me learning to DJ is because of my brother Ben. So they were really, really supportive with everything I was doing. Yeah. Okay.
How do you get expelled from from Aga Khan?
Oh my days. I mean. Okay. So anyone who knows me knows, like most of the times when you meet me, I have a lot of female friends. So when I was in school, I used to have a lot of female friends, and we used to have so much banter around each other. Yeah. So we used to be like just throwing around words to each other. So there's this girl that one day I just told her, "Umegwara." So that means that like it's like your beat. Like it was jokes, like because we used to play every time. So she didn't take it lightly, and she went and like told the dean, or like she told me to the dean. Because what was interesting about that day I told her that I just come back from a suspension. so I think when the dean heard, she was like, "This stupid kid, man." So they called me back to the office, and I was like, "We haven't even stayed in this school for a day. Already started chaos." So like, you know what? I think we're tired. But I also think like these guys didn't like me in that school, man, because that was so petty for it, like for me to be expelled. Yeah, you know.
But what had you done for the suspension?
I was fighting. Yeah, I was in a fight. So they called my dad. My dad was like, "What the hell?" Only that. My dad was like, "You know what? I'm not even gonna negotiate anything. Just sign that paper. You take him to another school. It's not like this is the only school you can be in." And that was in year 11. I was like 5 months to my finals. So I was like, my dad was like, "So what do you want to do? Because you have to finish your school." I was like, "So just look for a tuition center, sign me up, the papers I have to do. They teach me throughout that time, and then I sign up." So now I enter a tuition center called Elite here at next to Gecko Kaosh. Then that's how I finished my 11.
Okay. So how old are you when you finish year 11?
How old was I?
17? 16, 17. That's the math.
17. That was 2018. I was 17 turning 18. Yeah, 17 turning 18. Yeah.
Okay. So you finish year 11. Do you make I'm sorry, I don't remember this from what I've tried to research. I don't remember if you make a conscious decision to just not pursue school further, or is that something that happens as a result of circumstance?
It was in my mind at that point, but I didn't know what I wanted to do exactly. For me, it was DJing, like to be a rock star DJ, like Martin Garrix, you know.
Right.
That's what I used to watch. That was my plan. But also, to me, it was also on the side of I also want to go study music business, because my main idea was to start a record label. So I want to go to the UK or to the Canadas and start learning music business. So I want to be Jay-Z, and I want to be like a mogul, like in the music industry. So that was my idea. And yeah, when I told my parents, I was like, okay, if that makes sense to you, cool. Let's look for school, and then now we're parting it out. Then yeah, so that time, the first week of June in 2018, we used to go to Diani, like the first week of July, sorry, not June. Then that time for 2018, I'm in distress because I'm like, do I really want to go to school or do I want to do my own thing? Because also when I was a kid, when I was in like class 3, class 4, I used to tell my mom I want to be the CEO of Virgin Atlantic. So I want to have my own airline.
Basically.
So even when guys ask me these days, like currently I don't have a car, like I don't drive around. Like I'm comfortable with Ubers and stuff. But guys will look at me like, hey, with all the money you're making, you don't have a car, why? And to me, I usually tell them, I don't think for me I don't have a dream car. For me, I have a dream helicopter and jet. I want to have a Gulfstream. So for me, having a car is not like an epitome for me. Like when I hear someone has a jet, I'm like, okay, yeah, you're the guy now. Yeah, because everyone, like a car is, like guys get cars on loans, man. You know, like it happens every day. Forex guys come and tell you they bought a car, they're being repossessed. Like it doesn't make sense. But for me, if you come and tell me, even if you have a loan for a jet, that means your money is long, man.
Yeah.
Like you're wealthy, you're not rich. Because you can be rich today and poor tomorrow. But once you're wealthy, it's going to take so much time for that money to go. So when I was a kid, I told my mom I want to be
CEO of
like a CEO of an airline, like a Virgin Atlantic.
Right.
So we were looking at the Richard guy,
Branson,
yeah,
right.
for Virgin. But when I grew up, I was like, I'll be a pilot. Then it changed again. I think the dream looks too difficult. I just took the easier route in front. Then I was like, no. So when I joined high school, that's now changed. Things started changing. Now, personally for me in the entertainment scene now, when I'm seeing the DJing thing is working, I'm seeing Martin Garrix is almost my age, but he's rocking these huge stages. And I'm seeing, Google can tell you, when you go search on Google these days, when it's AI, it can tell you this guy is earning $1 million per show. Yeah. You get the same way AI told some people that I don't own Summertides, but it's okay. So it's just the point of, I was like, what? So if I stop school now and become a DJ like this guy, $1 million, I was like, aight. Then now later on, I started understanding music business properly and studying Universal, Sony, and such labels. I was like, no, this is what I want to be actually, because it doesn't make me feel like I'm stressed out. Because I sit down and think about, hey, this guy from Virgin Atlantic, how does he manage all these planes? Don't you think it's hard? Because I'm also looking at something that's making me a lot of money, but not too much work. I'm making Jay-Z just waking up, going to the studio to record and say, there's a line he says. Okay, I can't remember, but he just says like words, and he makes money from it. And I'm like, what? So this guy is almost a billionaire and he's just doing that. Even at the point in primary, actually, I was rapping as well. Because I was like, you know what? I want to be like Lil Wayne. I want to be like Jay-Z because these guys are making money. I tried it. I said, it's not making sense.
Yeah.
Then now, later, that's when I started knowing that Jay-Z was a mogul. He has his own record label. Got into that, studied it. Then I was like, no. Also, this one is looking a bit too difficult. But this Tomorrowland, I keep on seeing on YouTube. Yeah. So what's this thing about? So now, 2018, when I went to Diani, that's when I sat down and said, wait a minute. We always come to Diani for a week and do nothing. Just house parties, hopping around every time, nothing much. So what if we bring like a proper like event experience? Because now I've gone for events and I know more events than the guys, my peers at that time, because I've gone for Jump Off, I've gone for Earth Dance, I've gone for Kikoi culture and Kikoi culture.
Those are all events I used to attend.
You can think I'm your age, but you say I'm not. So I had the opportunity to experience those stuff, like when they were at their peak and when they were making sense. So that's when the idea now for Summertides came at that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Around this period, who's funding your lifestyle at that point?
My parents.
You're still on your folks.
Yeah, my mom
and
and
whatever DJ money you're
Yeah,
you're
my mom,
making.
dad, and DJ money.
For the DJ money, let me get some clarity. Was it ever like a significant amount of money where you're like, yeah, I made like 300 G's between
No.
14 to yeah.
No, guys saw me as a young guy, man. So to the guys who paid me when I was DJing, thank you, man. God bless you. But those guys who still owe me money, it's okay, man. But it's cool. But it was a life-changing moment for me because I was just going on stage playing music and I'm getting paid. I never understood that could happen, but I saw that dream from Martin Garrix. I'm like, so it can happen.
Do you know actually what's interesting about what you're saying? Because when you're saying, because part of the question I'm trying to answer is I want to debunk this thought of young kids earning money as DJing, and this is what I remember from kids who are in my school. I was in St. Christopher's in Karen, and when I was in year 13, there were two kids. I think they were either brothers or cousins or something. One was in year 11 and one I think was in year 9. I'm trying to remember their names. I think it was Paul and something. I cannot remember, but they were DJs.
Yeah.
And they would actually, I'll have to go back into like my Facebook profile to try and
What
find
year
them.
is this? I can
But
probably know.
this would be so this I was in year 11 in 13. I was in year 13 in 2010. So
What a guy.
So they would have been in year. The older person would have been in year 11 in 20. He would have been in year 11 in 2010, and then the other guy was in year 9 in 2010. But they would do a lot of house events, and I actually saw them. I mean, and they were kids. They were
Yeah.
kids, but they would play. I think one's name was Paul. Anyway, I will find the name. I will find their names. I'll find the profiles. I'll put them for the audience here. But
Okay.
this is just to say that yes, I did personally.
Yeah.
I did see kids DJing,
That era.
especially at EDM, electric music,
Yeah.
and they would play for big
Shows.
big shows.
Yeah.
Big shows.
So it used to
Big
happen,
shows.
man.
Yeah.
So it was a stepping
you're
stone
not
for
you're
us.
not capping. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I'm not AI overview.
yeah, it's true. Anyway,
Yeah.
okay. So around this 2018 period, around that summer period, is where
Yeah.
you're saying, okay, I this Tomorrowland thing looks interesting.
Yeah.
And this is what I want to do. So what are the next things? Because it's not a thing that also you wake up and you're like, yeah, here's a festival.
So I go back to Nairobi. Then, like in October, when my mom asks me, so what's up? Have you gotten schools that you want to go register and stuff? And what's your plan? Do you want to join in January or do you want to join in September? Because time not in our sight. I was like, give me till December. I'll give you an answer. But these are the schools I want to go to. There's a school I was supposed to go to called SAE. It's in South Africa and also in Canada and UK as well. I was like, give me till December, then I'll give you back an answer. So when December reaches, I was like fully convinced that, you know what, this is what I want to do. So I have a plan. We like going to, that time, Jay's and Alchemist were our go-to places. So Thursday was Jay's, Friday was Alchemist, then Saturdays was like a house party, then Sunday night you rest. And that time we were young, but you had energy. Now I can't even do that. One day and I'm out. I don't know how you survive, baby. So I was like, what if you bring our experience for Alchemists here to Diani and have the same things? You guys like Alchemists. You guys like DJ Case. So what if you have that here for that weekend in Diani? So I go give piece of the thing to my mom. Mind you, at that time, I'd already done an event before called Afterglow in 2017. And my mom funded me fully. It cost me like probably 200 Gs, 300 Gs. And all that money went. Like, we didn't have people buy tickets. We didn't make money. So at this time, I'm going to my mom in the face of, I've fucked up your money. And I know this one is going to cost probably more. And I don't even think you'd want to listen to me, but let me just try it. You're my mom either way. Like, you have to give me the support, you know? So I went to her and she looked at me like, please, let's not start this shit here right now again, man. The only money we have is for your school fees. So if you really want to do this shit, and am I supposed to? Okay. If you really want to do this shit, go talk to your dad and tell him what you want to do. I'm like, oh my days, okay. I go to my dad. I say, I want to do ABC thing, and I think this time it's gonna work out. he looked at me and said, okay then, let's try it out. So you just cut this money from your school fees. Then from what budget you want, you cut this from your school fees. Then you go do it. If you burn it, come back, you go read. If you make it a success, then now we start some. If you want to start now the company properly from there, we'll give you a go ahead and support you where we can until where we can. Then yeah, so January entered, February entered. I started talking to guys who know about events. I was talking to.
What was the budget?
500.
500.
Yeah. Okay. Talk to guys for Kenya Nights to come and do for me photography. Talked to Kenya Nights to book for me DJ Case, because I used to see Case being booked for Kenya Nights gigs a lot. We just threw a figure. Can we give you X amount? He said, alright, cool. I said, yes. Wait, he didn't even negotiate. Then this guy is so reasonable. It's cheap like that in my mind. Now, if you ask me for that rate, I'm not giving you that rate, man. Right now, it's more calculated. Yeah. So we're doing the math, is making sense. Then we get a place called Diani Beach Club. So Diani Beach Club, at that point, has a court case, and we don't know. So the guy is running at that point. Is
this the one for the bungee jumping?
Yes, where Diplo happened. Sometime back. It wasn't Major Lazer or Diplo. Sometime back, yeah. So we go find his contacts online, DM, email. It's like, alright, cool. So you guys have to pay X amount of deposit to secure the place, which is 150K. Like, sour. Man, I need to have this venue because I need to start announcing and marketing to our guys, because guys are making plans for Diani in April. If I don't start marketing in May, I won't have. So I've done the calculation of macho. So if I throw it here, it has to enter. So we pay money. 2 weeks, he's silent. Hey, 3 weeks, he's silent. Then he comes back, he's like, oh, sorry, there's something we're going through, but don't worry, everything is still tight. Okay, this is like in February, March. I'm like, 8 times going. So mid-March, text him, and then like, bro, what's going on? He's like, bro, my brother, I'm so sorry. I'm not in the country. I'm in UK now. I said, huh? Okay, but we paid for the venue, bro. So what's going to happen? It's like, I'm so sorry, but we'll figure out a way around it. How are you going to get that money? That guy is called Sandeep, if I'm not wrong. But it's okay. So he finessed us. Now I'm like,
the 150K?
Yeah. So my mom's like, yo, now you're playing with my money, dude. This crazy kid is playing with my money, man. So go tell my dad. My dad's like, nah, let him learn. Like, it's cool. If it's that amount, we'll figure it out. Then now in this process of planning, I'm planning it now with my parents, because I'm like, now, you're taking the piece, bro. You just can't be throwing our money left, right, and center the way you want. So look for a venue, contact those people, tell them you want to come and see the venue. Personally, meet with them personally. This thing for email, no. Meet them, have an agreement signed, have a lawyer agreement signed, so that if anything goes wrong, we can claim in front. So we found a new venue. It's called Bidibadu Beach Club. That is called Soul Breeze in Diani. And we went and met some great white guy called Adam. Adam saw the vision, believed in it. He was happy with the offer we gave him. I was like, cool.
How much are you paying him now for this one?
That we didn't pay.
You didn't pay at all?
Yeah, we explained to him, we've been conned, man, please, man. Even if you're going to take 100% of bus, please, you don't have money. He's like, yeah. And the fact that you've come here with your father makes it like, if these guys are supporting you, then makes it look like your dream is true. So yeah, we get Bidibadu locked, start now pushing tickets. I go to Mook, open Mook through Wawa. Wawa is a very, 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 very essential person in my journey, actually. Met someone called Wawa now, that Wawa, and then she opened for me the platform. Then I started selling tickets at that point. So this is like in mid-April to early May. Yeah.
Okay. What's the ticket uptake like? Because this is the first festival essentially that you have, right?
The first ticket was 800.
Was it difficult to market?
No, because again, I'm marketing it to rich kids. So I was like, 800, bro. You're like, guys, we go out, man. I know how much you guys spend when you're going. I don't even think 800 is your Uber fee. Yeah. So
that's what the ticket price was, 800 bob.
Yeah, the first ticket was 800 shillings. Okay. Let me just confirm so that I don't again be an AI overview. Give me a minute. Anyway, let's give a rough estimate. It was between 800 to 2,000. Yeah. So there was advance. There was early bird, advance, and gate. I remember gate was 2 Gs. So let's play between 800 to 2 Gs. Yeah. So I started selling tickets at that time. Every day I'm just there, refreshing. I'm like, why are you guys not buying tickets? Then after 3 weeks, 2 people bought tickets. I said, okay, yeah, at least now things are moving. Then time goes by, almost close to the event. I think I'd sold like 20, 30 tickets. Yeah. So my mom asked me, hey, so now, how are the tickets going? I'm like, Mom, it's not looking nice, man. But I have faith. In front, it's going to look great. Because I know, roughly, we were 1,000 kids in Diani that time. At that time, like when I was starting Summertides. Because we used to go, the same people. So I used to know,
they'll be there.
From Hillcrest guys, from Brickhouse guys, from Peponi guys, from ISK guys. At least each school was providing 150 kids, like in that island. And I did my math correctly, so I knew because I had at least friends from each school. I was like, I'm so sure, Mom, please don't make me cancel this thing, man. Because also my ego is gonna be hurt, and also my reputation. So please just believe in me. So like, alright, cool. So now time goes. Now this is now the week we are going to Diani. So as we're going to Diani, we're in SGR, and I'm seeing all these people, my friends and their friends, and I'm like, why are you guys saying hi to me and I haven't bought tickets for this show? Like, you guys are snakes, man. What's wrong with you guys? And everyone's like, no, we're coming for Summertides, bro. Don't worry, we're coming. I'm like, you're coming here, we bought a ticket. How are you going to enter this event and we bought a ticket? So I'm asking myself in my head, do I have proper security for all these people? Because maybe they just want to run through and enter. So now we enter Diani, we sit, and I'm seeing even more people. Because at the time, because Snapchat was a big thing for us at that time.
Yeah.
There's a friend of mine, I don't know say her name, a friend of mine who's posted a snap, and those guys are taking a whole Safari Link like jet.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way you guys are getting a whole Safari Link jet and never bought a Summertides ticket. So I was pissed. So when I saw them in the supermarket, I also asked them the same question. I said, don't worry, bro, we're going to buy the gate. It's only 2 Gs, right? I said, oh, okay. I mean, if they've said they'll come, then they'll come.
Yeah.
So I keep on doing setup. My dad lands as well. We prepared the show. My guys come, my friends now. My team is now my friends at that point. So we prepare. I think by the time Friday was reaching Saturday, we had sold 125 tickets.
125?
Yeah, and I was like, yes, at least we've moved, man. So at least when my dad comes, it's like I've done my homework, I'm going to show him. At least I've done it till this part. So it's like, you've done the part, man. You know. So we just finished the journey. Then
we learned from there.
Yeah, no, from there, you remember the agreement was
go back to school. If it's not working.
Yeah, going back to school, my brother.
Yeah.
So when you finish Sunday, you're back to the house, you fill those application letters to go to school. And at that point, I was just content. I was like, you know what? At least I've tried, you know? This was something that I had a dream of. I dreamt of Tomorrowland, of how it looks, and I tried putting it up in a way that would make sense to us financially, also with the budget I had. And cool, sour. 7 p.m. the event starts. 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., people start coming. Then at like 11:30, there was a VIP area we had at Soul Breeze.
Sorry, I have a question to ask because I know this because when people who are getting ready for events.
Yeah.
At this point in time, have you set up your event for these 125 people, or are you setting it up for the hope of this?
I'd already budgeted for 1,500 people.
Okay.
So
that's what you set up for. Yeah.
I can say, quote unquote, I was exposed early. So the wristbands, I got them from China. So I had to order exact number. So I ordered 1,500 tickets knowing there are going to be 1,500 people coming. So in my mind, I was like, you know what? I already have these tickets here, these wristbands here. So if guys come, cool. If guys don't come, there's no problem. So I hand out 200 wristbands for guys to be tagged because I know these are the people who will be coming. At 11:30, so we used to have small walkie-talkies walking around to communicate with the team I had. My good friend called Sean on the walkie-talkie tells me, Kasey, please come to the gate. There's an emergency. That time I'm frustrated and I'm pissed off because I'm like, this show hasn't sold. You guys are having emergency. When you can't deal with 200 people, how incompetent are you? I'm like, okay, cool, let me come. So I ran down to where the entrance was and I'm like, oh my days. All these people. How are you going to deal with all these people? We don't have a money box because we just know, it's just 200 people coming. So why do you need a money box? You don't have a money box? We don't have a place now to store the money properly. So my dad had to empty his duffel bag, then come with it to the entrance. And then there's a funny pack we're using where we're putting money to count then. So there was someone tagging, someone counting, someone putting, running back to my dad's room, coming back, putting, running back, coming back. So eventually we had like 1,300, 1,500 people. And I was like, wow. In the morning when the sun was rising, I was like, yeah. Yeah, guys, we're coming out of the block, man. I was like, yes. So when my dad was living on Sundays, like, yo, you see? Like if you gave up in the middle of the katikati of all this whole thing. You wouldn't have done this far, but clearly look what you've done. So clearly this is your passion. So you sit down in Diani for a day, think about it, pay for you an extra day. See, you have money here. See, now this is your money. Now, I'm not asking for your money. This is yours. You didn't have pocket money. Now me and my friend Rahim went to Diani that time with nothing on us at all. We had nothing.
Now you had, how much does that come to? 2 G's by
not even from 2 G's paid.
Yeah, I mean, even if you say rough
let's
estimate, 1,000,
1,100, 1,200 people paid. Yeah, that was like a meter.
Yeah,
because I think I touched a meter when I was 18.
Yeah,
yes, it was over a meter. So me
in cash.
Yeah, in cash. So I remember because my dad came with my uncle, so they split together and then and then they're both big guys, man. Yeah. So if you look at them, they think they're security. So you can't even suspect from them. So that time when me and Rahim went, he had nothing on us. And Rahim took a bet on me to the point of, he told his mom, if you're not going to support me and my friend for this thing, fuck it, me, I'm going to go. Because me, I know this guy has a dream, like to make this thing happen. Yeah. So that time, like he was a big rapper. Him and my friend Beatty and Case. So those are the performing acts at that time.
Beatty, the rapper?
Yeah, the singer, the rapper, yeah. So they came just as bros, like, you know what? Yo, we've seen you, like, toil all three away to make this thing happen. Just do it. Like, even I hadn't finished Case's money and he just told me, bro, you know what? Let's just perform first. After the show, then we can discuss. If you haven't made money, it's cool. I understand. Like, you're a young guy. You're just trying to make things happen. Then after, we're seeing all, like, me and Rahim are seeing all this. I'm like, bro, like, this is it. Yeah. So my dad goes, me and Rahim staying in Diani for a day. Now we bash, we party, man, we party crazy, but my parents didn't give me all the money. So, like, they limited muscle. They give us money for, like, just feel how this thing feels. Yeah, just enjoy it and understand. Then I'll come back and decide. So I come back to Nairobi and we discuss and they're like, so what do you want to do? I'm like, of course, bros, I'm not going to school. This thing is working out. So what I want to do next is book an international artist. And my parents were like, huh? You even know how to do that? I'm like, no, I'll figure it out. They're like, it will give you a month. If you don't figure it out, you're wasting your time. School. So I go with my laptop, I send emails. So that time, Afrofusion was big. The UK, the Notes, the Young Bane, the Devon was coming up. Such guys, Mostak. UK scene was big in Afrofusion. So I was like, you know what? This will be like a crazy show here because we never had a show at that time for those guys. Western guys. I think Western had come before. I was like, yeah. This is a market I want to tap into. It's a niche market. Guys haven't gone there. It's not Nigerian. Then I sent emails. I sent to Dave the emails I was getting online on Instagram, on when you search. I just sent bulk emails. Hi, my name is... Are you available? I want to book you. Hi, what's your rate? I want to book you. Are you available? Hi. And I'm using my personal email. I'm not even using a company email. Then that's when later on we created the email for Airbit. Then Notes responds. His team responds. They're like, oh yeah, we are down to do that. We've been wanting to come to Kenya. I'm like, yes. I go back to my mom and my dad. So I found an artist. He's called Notes. He's big. I sell the dream to my parents and like, this kid is up to something. All right, cool. So what is your budget? So I break down the budget. That was a terrible budget I did. If I look back into it right now, that was a bad budget. Because for me in my head it was like, you book an act, you book the flights, he performs, bus. You don't think about stage, you don't think about this setup. So that's the budget I presented to them. And my dad was like, hey, the budget is a bit too chiny, but okay, we'll figure it out.
What was your first budget you're presenting to them?
For Notes?
Yeah.
2 million.
How much was his booking fee?
15K pounds. That was around the 2 million.
Like that's it.
that was actually the amount. And I was so happy that I told my dad, yes, this is the amount. And he asked me, so once you book this artist here, how does he get here? I'm like, see, he flies. Okay, how does he fly here? Do you cater for that? Or does he cater? I said, oh. So I go back to my laptop. Hi, am I paying you guys his flights? And I'm so sure those guys are like, is this guy serious? And I said, yes, you have to show the circle for me on the contract. You have to cater ground transport and air flights. I said, oh, okay. So I go back to my mom with the same circle contract. Here, they said, yeah, so this, now my mom said, give me that contract. So she reads through it and then she says, okay, Sawa. So now we'll help you plan this thing because clearly you don't know anything. So my dad was, when growing up, he was friends with Mike Rabah. So I was taken to Homeboys to be given a quote on how to do things and then also to be taken to him to explain to me how now you move from here. Like you just don't wake up and just do a show. There's steps how to do it. So yeah, at least I had the quote-unquote privilege of being given guys who could help me which they didn't help me so much as I thought they would. But the only people I could say who helped me was there's a guy called Alan Makaka and a lady called Lillian.
The former Alan Makaka.
Yes, and actually, if it wasn't for Alan Makaka, I don't think my dream would be what it is now, because he really believed in me. When I was taken to him when he was working at Citizen, I was just taken to him, and he, like my uncle told him, "This is my nephew. He wants to do events. He's passionate about events, and I want you to just like teach him all these things. He be your shadow." And he was a cool guy. I was like, okay, that's cool. So I used to meet him. He used to know. The other day now he showed me a proper budget, and I said, hey, now there's something else behind it. So he showed me things. He showed me how you approach sponsors, how you approach corporates. Took me to now Lillian Sia, who was working for True Black at that time. Sia also now showed me a good pamphlet of a budget that we use till date. That's the same template we use for Summertides and everything. And she showed me like it's not 1-2 as you think. It's not as easy as you think. There's so much that goes into it. Your first most key thing is security before even an artist. Once you figure out this artist you want to book, the security you're getting, will it be able to like cover for this guy's experience? Because if he's an artist who can bring 5,000 people, do you have enough money to pay a security firm that can cover for this 5 million people? And that's like, not 5 million, 5,000 people.
Yeah. And
this like now the G4S was hot that time, G4S and BM. So yeah, she took me through that whole thing step by step. So, and I was taken to some place also called Temple. I met Buddha Blaze. I met some few crazy people like in the industry. So that was between now October, November, December. And that's when we told Notes guys, alright, cool. We can do your show now in April. We're not ready for December as we had planned, but let's do it in April. So sign, cool, let's go. So yeah, my parents pay for me the deposit of the artist fee. So my mom even had to go get a loan to be able to pay that fee. And I was like, all right, we're good to go. Let's shoot. And let's plan. So now at least if I have a challenge, I have these guys behind me to ask questions and to lead me and a step forward. Yeah.
And so that's how now you start.
Airbeat. Yeah. So Airbeat is the parent company,
holding company for Summertides.
Yes.
And so when we're going into this now April, this is the second Summertides festival. Yes?
No. So, sorry. So we started something called Sounds from Africa Festival.
Okay.
So Sounds from Africa Festival was what was happening in April.
Right.
So it was Airbeat presents Sounds from Africa Festival featuring Notes.
Right.
Yeah. That's what was supposed to happen in April.
Okay.
Then out of nowhere, Chinese people start deciding to eat frogs. Hey, then life becomes a terrible twist and turn. Start having breaking newses and everything. And in my head, I'm like, but these guys usually eat weird things every day, so I don't think it should be something huge, but it ended up being something huge. And the day I got that news that we're going to have a lockdown, I was in Milan, and I was having the time of my life, because I was knowing you guys are not going to be ready. Once I sell this event, I'm going to be so rich.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be so crazy. Then we get that news that there's going to be a lockdown from tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, for a week. No, it's indefinite. Like, no one knows. I'm like, okay, cool. So go back to Notes team, discuss how can we work around this. And probably going to be locked down the whole world. Then UK get the same notifications. They can't fly out. So we're like, okay, let's push the show to sometime in the year. Let's see how it goes. It gets worse. But at least a point, Kenya started complaining that you can't fungia for us, want to go to clubs, nini. Then we're like, how guys are defending this thing, we might be open for. So I go back to Notes team and tell them, December is looking like a plan, because there's looking, we might be opened up for December, like for us to go to shows. But we weren't opened up for public spaces. Yeah. It was clubs, but even not, like it was certain till like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Then we go back home. So it was still difficult. So we tried, we couldn't manage it then. We just let that booking go like that. Yeah.
And during this period, how are you surviving financially? You're just still with the folks, still at home, still.
So that's what I'm saying. That's the time now our life changed at home now. Yeah, because now money is not tough. Coming as it is. Right. My mom already took a loan for us to pay this. Yeah. So she can't take a loan to sustain us. Right. So we're back in the point of strategizing. People are being laid off of jobs. People are cut off their salaries by 50%. Sorry. Because I remember my dad went through that as well. And that's a point of just like, okay, also as a household, we have to restructure because everything is changing. So yeah, at that point, we were just living We were surviving, truly. We weren't even leaving. We were surviving because it was just to the point of, if there's no money to get food today, we can't get food.
Right.
Like, whatever is in the house, what you can eat. If you eat bread and sausage, you take bread and sausage, you know.
Right.
Then 2020 ended.
Sorry, when you say you let go of the booking, does that mean also the deposit that you paid?
That guy's in my mind till today. If you want to call him back to Kenya, we can.
Yeah.
The good thing is they are good peeps.
Yeah.
I still talk to his manager. Okay,
Yeah.
the last time I talked to him was last year. But sadly to say, he's not relevant now. So it doesn't make sense to bring him. Probably if I just bring him to my house, just chill. I just chill with him in the crib.
That's the harm.
Yeah, that's it. At least I saw you, man. My money didn't go to waste. But yeah, the deposit is still there.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so what happens next?
So I got depressed, COVID 2020, because I'm trying to do things are not working out. Guys on Twitter cussing me out. I'm a fraud.
Because of the event or for what?
Okay, now there's a time I talked shit, man. There's a time I talked shit. I told guy, that's it. I don't want to say that statement right now again, because I don't want that story to be brought back. But I talked
but
shit.
you said something, yeah.
And they tied it back to the event. And I'm like, oh, so the guy who owns this shit, so you can talk to us. You feel like because your parents have money and you can do such things. So yeah, they really got into my head at that time because I was a young kid, man. And it was really bad for me mentally. So I was like depressed. 2020 ends. We entered 2021. 2021, I tried to. What did I try to do in 2021? Now we tried to do Summertides because I knew Summertides is my cash cow. I was like, the other Summertides worked out 2019, so 2021 for sure it has to work out. So do 2021 COVID Summertides, that's what we called it because it was bad. We had to do it during the day because guys couldn't still party at night, which was a terrible fail. We failed that one. We had like, I think 500 people, 600 people. It was a bad flop. And I remember at that time I'd signed a deal with a very, very, very good, right now it's like a very good friend of mine. It's called Starr. Starr has a liquor, like a liquor, you know the liquor shop?
No, I don't.
The wine shop, the liquor farm. Liquor farm and wine shop.
I know the wine shop.
The wine shop, yeah, they're the same brand.
Okay, yeah.
So like, I sold him the dream of, yo, we're going to have so many people. So if you do the bar here, you're going to sell so much, like it's crazy. But you have to pay for this bar space. So he was the one financing that show without him knowing. So I did the budget to this point and I knew if someone pays me this amount of money for the bar, financing the whole show. I told the dream to him and he believed it. So in a week, he sent me a deposit, he gave me a check. Even till date, I have that snap of that check on my Snapchat. It shows me memories ago, like 6 years ago, this happened. Because I was like, what the fuck? I have 350,000 in my account. I was livid. I said, oh my days, this is the dream he played for. So, give me that money. Booked guys, got a venue again for free, broke the deal again. I think I'm good in making these deals happen for free things. Got the venue for free, then told Starr, you're going to do the bar. Cool. Then as we move forward, some funny behavior people told him that, you know what, if you do that bar, you're not going to make money. Those kids don't sell tickets. Like, you're wasting your time there. So Starr comes back and tells me, hey, we can't run this show anymore. To his reason, his stock is not going to reach in time, so it won't be able to him to do it. So I'm gonna need that refund, bro. I'm like, so that money that you gave me, I use it to do ABC things. He was like, okay, so now what happens? Because this is my money now. You've messed me up. I'm like, after the show, let's talk. I'll give it back because I'm so sure the show is gonna sell. I said, sir. So those funny people come and approach me. They do the bar. And
those funny people.
Yeah, it was a whole gimbal, like cat
so
and mouse game.
So is it that they wanted
they
to do the
sabotage
bar?
him so that they do the bar?
Ah, okay.
I mean,
but you didn't know at the time.
No, I knew that later on.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, she's a big person though, but anyway, man, let that story alone, man. I don't think it concerns me anymore. So yeah, they did the bar and we agreed the bar, then they can't pay. Because I wanted them to pay, I pay Starr, and then I have their money because I do the event together. They're like, no, but you can do splits on the bar. And that's why from that day onwards, I've never done bar splits with anyone. Either you buy the bar, or I just do it like if I go to Carnival, or I just do the event in Carnival, or you buy the bar from me. So we do the event happens, it didn't was a success, but you pull it through. So this is why now this hype for Summertide starts building. Because now from there we stopped we stopped focusing on the niche, which is the IG kids, started diversifying to now the general public. So now guys who've left 844 and are about to join university, and then that period where they're just chilling and waiting and partying to join in the September intake. So we had people there, but didn't have so many people. So the event ends, it's a flop. I'm in debt, like crazy debt. And then
Who do you owe money at that point? After the end
Stepper.
of the Stepper?
I owe Stepper money. I owe some of the acts who performed money.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I only owed 2 acts who performed money because the other acts, Stepper, had
Yeah.
paid. So I paid Kahush, I paid
Yeah.
MGM, but there's other 2 people who came on later on who hadn't paid. So now I owe those guys and I owe Stepper. So now it's back to the discussion.
And how does the bar do? The split on the bar?
So according to those guys, the bar didn't sell. So
Yeah.
the only money I was given was 20,000 for my splits.
20,000.
Yeah, according to them. I mean, I don't think I have the energy to talk about it, but maybe the radio guys will talk about it. So
20,000.
Yeah.
So there were at least 500 guys there. There was a bar.
Yes, according to them, my split from the revenue
Was worth
20,000.
20 Gs.
Yeah. So that's how it was played.
Okay.
Yeah. With the personalities in this country are crazy. But anyway, so I was like, cool, man. My parents started fighting for me to get more money. They gave us a stupid explanation. I was like, you know what? My mom is a Christian, so she's like, you know, it's okay. Just leave. God will take care of them. I'm like, what? Take care of them for what, bro? We should be running these guys to the courts right now. But again, you have to just take from the family you come from, so you let it go. So now I'm still stuck in depression. Me and Stepper back and forth. This is now August, September, October, November. I'm like, it's not making sense, man. Like, why is it, things not adding up? And then at that time, I'm also going through a breakup. So I'm like super depressed, man. I'm like, nothing is happening with God. Like, I thought God was my homie, man. We made these plans together, and then now my business shoot, my relationship life down.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my days.
And in this period, how are you still surviving? You're still
My mom
you're still
and my
in the
dad,
folks,
man.
you're still
Yeah, my mom and my dad. My mom and my dad have helped me through like
Yeah.
crazy times.
Yeah.
So 2021 ends, 2022 starts. And I'm like, I don't think my life was supposed to be this difficult, but
You
here
run
we are,
away
man.
from difficult things. You are looking for easy money.
Bro, I knew I'm changing my family's life after the first Summertides. Now we're here. I don't have money. I have to ask my parents for money. Yeah, like even my parents, my mom is when I buy my girlfriend flowers. My mom's buying, and then she gives it to me and chocolate, and then I go give it to her. It's like it's me who bought it.
Yeah.
It was crazy, man. Looking back at it right now. So
Does the conversation for school ever come back at this point?
yeah, it does. So 2022, my parents are like, our son, this thing, it looks like it's going to finish you. Don't you think you should just go back to school, get your papers, and come get a job? I'm like, I don't think that's going to work out. Let me figure it out. I'll think about it. So I'm at home, bed rotting, chilling. Then I used to work with someone called Naftali. So Naftali calls me. And he's like, where are you? I'm at home. So he walked to Impala. I'm in Jammu, so I just walk. So he walked to Impala. I want you to meet someone. I'm here. I'm like, what's this guy telling me? I don't have money, man. So I hang up. I sleep. Then he calls me again. I'm like, bro, I can't come. I don't have money. I'm not even feeling well. I'm just feeling down. It's like, bro, you just come. I know they say to you again, you just come. I'm like, sir, cool. So I go. I walk to Impala, I reach Impala. And like, he's with some short guy. And he's like, so I want you to meet this guy. So hello, team. Hey, what's up, guy? My name is Kasey. Yeah, my name is. Oh, okay. So we talk. Like, yeah, I like what you're doing. I've heard about Summertides here and there. So I'm like, oh, so niggas know about Summertides actually. But you guys didn't come for Summertides. You know, I was like, what? Nah. So talking to me about how it likes my vision. I'm a visionary. I'm a creative. I was like, so I want to do a concert in February. And I want us to partner. And in the back of my head, I'm like, hey, my dog, I don't have that money. Do you think I have? I have nothing in between me. I'm like, well, who do you want to do? I want to do Ayra Starr. So Ayra Starr that time, that's when she had dropped Bloody Samaritan. I said, Ayra Starr, who's Ayra Starr? So he played for me. No, I said, oh my days. How did you get this babe? Like, how did you get to book this babe? That's so crazy. Because remember me, I don't know how to book acts. I just send emails and if they go. So this guy has links of like Nigerians and stuff. So I'm like, you can book Whiskey as well. Yeah, I booked Barnum, but he shows me, this is the guy I should be with, man. What? So now I'm out of that breeze of being depressed. I'm like, okay, so how do you want us to partner? So we discuss. I say, financially, I can't move money, but I can make something come out liquidity. Give me till 3 days from now, I'll get back to you in an answer. Sawa. Run back to my mom. Mom, I have this project I want to do. ABC, so cool. So my mom has a friend. She's the owner of a company called Crystal Tours. It's a traveling agency. So I'm like, please, talk to her. She finances these tickets.
The air ticket.
Now the tour company, it's like a bonfire.
Yeah.
He said, this kid's gonna put me into depression. I'm still playing this loan that you took. I'm still paying this loan that you took. And then you want to take the need from my friend. I don't even know if this is gonna happen. I said, Mom, this girl is big. You don't know, Mom. And Starr is huge. This is going to be now the breakthrough I've been telling you guys about. Trust me. My mom, being my mom, supporting me, she goes, talks to her. Her friend's cool. Supports me as well because I didn't know she was supporting me as well. She wanted to book those flights. Like, yeah, man, let's support the boy. He has the dream. She agrees. I go back to her. I said, Sour, this is my stake.
How much was your nini?
I think the flights were like 2.5. Around 2.5.
The whole team,
yeah,
right?
Because she had to fly. She missed her first flight, so she had to fly the next day again. She had to book new flights. So they're around 2.5. So this is the stake we are putting to the show. What are you putting? He said he's putting ABC. But there was a whole story behind it that I didn't know until after the show, which I'll explain. And cool, then you have the man, let's do the show. Yes, book, announced at a Starr. I remember the day I announced at a Starr, I was shaking to the point of, I hope this doesn't happen like notes. So let's go, at a Starr happens. We didn't have enough money to
between when he's having a conversation with you about Ayra Starr to when, because it sounds like it's a very short period between.
Yeah, because it was January, so we had a few months it was Valentine's weekend, so we had like a month to make everything happen.
Yeah, cool. All right.
So we tried our best. We didn't sell well. We sold like I think 1,200 tickets, so that show also left us in debt. So now I'm going back to the point of, hey, I'm just how old was I at that time? I'm turning 22. 2022, I was 21 times 22 because it was early 2022.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, at 21, these are people who are struggling. I didn't understand. I was like, what? I usually didn't even grow up from 18. I should have just stayed at 18 with the Summertides I had and just let things stay there. So now I sat down to the structure of how we're going to get this money back because I have to pay my mom's friend.
Yeah.
The Kidogo money my mom and my aunt gave me, I have to pay them as well. And also him, he has to pay his dues. Then at a point, like, you know what? Do you think of doing Uncle Waffles? Because my idea for Summertides 2022 was to do Uncle Waffles in Diani. So I told him, Uncle Waffles would be a good sale. And I've been thinking about that booking and I've been approaching those guys, so I have that booking. And it's like, okay, I know someone who can talk to her to do the Nairobi show. So he had a booking person called the Regos. And he went and talked to the Regos. The Regos was like, yeah, actually, a Nairobi show will be more ideal for us. So let's do it, let's book it. I'm like, cool. Uncle Waffles that time was popping Uncle Waffles like out of the block Uncle Waffles.
Right after the video.
Yeah, not closer to the Drake situation. Yeah. So she was almost blowing up crazy. And to the point of, again, I'm believing myself, this is the breakthrough show. It will pay off all our debts and give us money.
How are you getting money to get into more debt even? Like where do you even get the money to finance?
We used to have a partnership with Hennessy. So any event he used to do, Hennessy used to sponsor him, the artist fee. So he got an LPO from Hennessy and he took to my friend called Jonathan. So Jonathan was very liquidated at that time. I told him, take this LPO, wait for this time to end, because after the show, you get the money, you give us the cash. And he gave us like almost 700K. And he went and he paid and started marketing the show. The attraction was crazy. So at this time, I'm in Diani planning for Summertides 2022. Because I'm like, I'm getting back the energy of, we're back in business now. I'm seeing the process going crazy. The tickets are moving, so we sell out the first phase. I'm like, yes, we're going to get money. I'm going to pay our debt. God is good. So we do. Time goes by. So this was end of June for Uncle Waffles. So it was end of June, and then the next weekend, we were resting. Then Monday, we were on our way to Diani for Summertides 2022, which is the one that changed my life now, like completely.
Sorry, let me stop you there because I want to understand this Summertides now that you're planning. How are you paying for the Summertides? Because you've said how you're paying for Uncle Waffles. How are you paying for the festival, which is a week later?
So Summertides 2022, I did it in a point whereby we had linked up with Hustle Sasa. That's a ticketing firm I use now. So also Hustle Sasa helped us with a bit of money for Uncle Waffles. So it was on a point of, I went to, the one of Hustle Sasa is called Peng.
Yeah.
Like, I owe Peng my life, man. Peng is, if it wasn't for Peng, I don't think Summertides would be where it is right now. Like, that's one person who's really held us down. So we got, after Uncle
And FYI
Waffles.
paying is, for those who may not, paying is also alchemist.
Yes. So I was getting for Uncle Waffles. I'm starting now to engage with Peng more. Like, be close to him to understand why do you want to start a ticketing company, how he did alchemist and everything. At that point, I'm at a point of I don't have money, but again, sweet talking, I can do it. to engage a U-box, I can do it. So, sorry. So I met some Sudanese guys who were also in the industry doing small shows, and they also knew about Summertides, and they were like, "Yo, want to be part of this Summertides this time?" Like crazy, man. I'm like, "Bet, I don't have money, so I need X amount as you guys to be partners, okay?" And then we split in this way. Cool. I'm selling you the dream. I know this dream. I understand it. So they gave me money. Started paying for DJs. Now I got like Canada. That's when, now 2022 when we started getting now DJs from East Africa. We got DJs now from Uganda. But interestingly, those DJs came and played pro bono. We didn't pay them. So the only guys we paid was Phasia, Canada. Who else was in that lineup? I was playing as well. And then the other two Ugandan DJs. So I didn't spend so much. And then for technicals, my current partner now, it's called Collins. There's someone in the coast who had his debt. So at that time, I'd already met Collins. During the time, actually, I forgot to say, 2021 also tried doing Gabsy. I forgot, but it didn't happen. We didn't have money. I tried betting on it. So I went to Collins to ask him for money because Collins owned a club at that time and told me he doesn't have cash. So that's when I met Collins now in 2021. And then 2022, I told him about doing Summertides again. He's like, wherever I am to help you, I'll help you. So he helped me in the marketing bit. And we didn't spend money there that much. He catered for that. He had marketing people because in the club business, you always have marketers for stuff. And then there's someone in Coast who had his debt. So he called that guy, and that's a guy who still used to do for me setup. So he called me and told me, now, since I know that you do setup for this kid and you have my debt, so you owe me X amount of money. This is the quote you've given him. So this is the amount of money he's paying. So it was like 200K.
Left for you to actually pay.
To pay for the setup. Cool, agreement, let's go. So we do Uncle Waffles.
So on your percentages now, it says like you have two partners. You have the
Collins
Sudanese.
is not my partner yet.
He's not your
Collins
partner
is
yet.
just assisting me. Yeah.
Him is just he's just
Yeah,
helping
he's just
you.
being a good guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then it's between you and the Sudanese guys who are coming.
Yeah.
Do you split it 50-50 or is
No. I think 10. Was it 10-15%? But I've never in my life will I ever do a 50-50 split. I've been shown that partnerships here, man.
Okay.
So yeah.
Anyway, so now we've understood how Summertides is set up. So we go back to Uncle Waffles.
Yeah, so in Uncle Waffles, so this is still Airbit.
Yeah.
So Airbit does Uncle Waffles with huge success at Winning Post. I've counted everyone there. I've said, oh my God, thank you, God, you freed me from this debt. Little did I know.
Yeah.
Mchezo town is waiting for me there in front. So reconciliation happens. And now this is where now me and broke out. And they start playing games of, but we brought in Hennessy, so let's cut them Hennessy money first. But I'm like, no, that was not the agreement. The agreement was for us to do this show for all of us to split 50-50 to pay out our debts from Ayra Starr, because I also put in money for Ayra Starr. So what happens to me with the debt I acquired for Ayra Starr? That's not my issue, brother. Don't know how we can help you there. I'm like, what the So I go home, I'm depressed, I cry, break down.
So how much are you leaving? How much are they saying you're leaving? How much do you leave?
I left that show with 200,000 alone. That's a show that sold over 1,500 people.
You left with 200 G's.
Yeah. That's a show that sold over 1.5. Even more, over 1.5. So I was given just shika, man. Don't go home hungry. And that money, I'm still going back to pay debt. Because I also had a friend called Chris who had given me money as well. So I'd go ask guys for money to also add so that I can see that I put in something. So I go back home, I cry, I'm in depression and everything. Then I remember I had to call my friend and I told him, I don't want to do Summertides anymore. I feel like this events thing is just too much now for me.
And the event is weeks away.
We're leaving on Tuesday. We've already booked the train. This is Thursday. This is now Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it anymore, man. Like, I think, as my parents said, man, I think school is the thing, bro, you know. So my parents come and find me, I'm so depressed, I'm down, and they're like, hey, bro, yeah. You know, it's better when you go to the village, you explain to them that, alisoma masomo ikamaliza. But sasa, if you go tell them, alikuwa anataka kufanya events na ikamaliza. And it just looked like he committed suicide. He didn't do anything sensible. So they was like, bro, this journey has been so tough on you. As a young kid, I don't think you should be going through such things. Tafadhali, after this show, please, man. Even if you don't have to go to abroad for school, you can just go probably to Strath or USIU, whatever. And for the first time, I didn't even argue back. I just said, cool, I'll do it. So at this point, I still have Stepper's money, remember? I have Stepper's money, I have my friend called Chris money.
Your mom's friend.
Yeah, my mom's friend. I think he actually owe her still some bit of coins now. She just reminded me last week. Then it was just to the point of now I call Collins. I go meet Collins and I tell him, I'm frustrated, I'm down. This is what is happening. On this other side, a baby disturbing my head. Women. Like, she's just eating up my head. I'm like, dog, please, bro. I'm also going through some shit right now. Like it's not you, it's me. Like, literally, you know. So, Collins tells me, you know what, yeah? That's what you decided. You go do the show, man. But I don't think you should leave it alone. Just sit down and now plan properly and figure out how to pay your debt. So Collins took my phone, talked to Stepper, talked to Chris and everyone and told them, please hold. He will pay you after the Summertides. So Collins is a good, like, but when I met him, I said, I thought I had a sweet mouth. This guy, he can convince you to do anything. So he talked to Stepper, calm down. Everyone calm down. I didn't get phone calls again. So now we go to Diani. The next week on Tuesday, Wednesday. We go, chill there with my friends. Then setup starts. I'm just there sitting down and reminiscing about the dream I had for Summertides. And I'm like, I mean, it's been a long time coming. At least we've done it. So at this point, Summertides 2022 had sold, at that point had sold 250 tickets, 230. And I was like, for me to make money, I need to sell like probably over 1,000. Not even make, like for me to pay off my debt, I need to sell over 1,000 tickets, man. I don't even care about making money at this point. I just want to pay people. If we get a chapter, I go home. So when in the end, I was like telling my friends again, it's the last show, man. If I put in all this effort and we have 230, 250 people, what's the need? Again, Kenya's being last minute people.
This is how many days to the festival?
3.
You have to 50? 3 days, you have to 50 tickets you sold. 3.
So for the event reaches, I was one of the DJs opening. So I remember the first DJ opening, he played. Actually, I was the first DJ opening. Then I started seeing people coming in. I'm like, okay. But at least to 50 people, if you take a snap in an angle.
Like,
but we'll put it on top of a building. That's where the stage was. So you could see everyone down there. So I was like, I think whatever snap we take from here, guys will still know Summertides still exists. And at least this will be the last dance.
Yeah.
Then as time progresses, 9 p.m., 10 p.m., now the effects for 2019 is happening again. I'm not seeing a flock of people entering, a flock of people. I said, wait, what's going on? So I opened Hassan Sasa and I'm seeing people buying tickets at the gate. I said, so it's actually happening. So I remember the sound guy was threatening to shut down the sound because I didn't pay that. Remember the money that agreed to Collins was supposed to pay?
$200K. Yeah.
I didn't pay. And he's like, hey, you're looking sketchy. It looks like you're going to run away with this money. So either you pay me now, I'm going to zoom out this sound. And I'm like, bro, where do I access this money from? I go to Hassan Sasa guys, the agents. We can't do it. We can't. You have to talk to Peng. So I call Peng. I'm like, I'm in this situation. I just need to transfer X amount of money to this guy because you're seeing the event is happening. And this money I can sit in the portal, man. So please send to him. Any other ticketing guy wouldn't have done that. Peng sent from his personal money.
He sent money to that guy.
And he sent. And I was like, so the bash can continue? Yes. Okay, cool. So now everyone will go to Instagram, post. Because there's people in Diani, remember? There's people who've come down. But I'm not seeing too many people at that time. Snap. 10 p.m. Things changed. Canada starts. No, Dash was playing from Uganda. Then Canada was playing at around midnight there. There's a flock of people now who've come. And I was like, yeah, I think we have the spark back, as I said. So the event ends. And I'm able to pay off Stepper. I'm able to pay off guys.
How many people came for this one?
1,800 people. And I'm like, yes, we have the spark back. So now I'm back on my mood of, hey, yeah, guys, we're back in business again. I said that one like I think 3 times in those 3 years, man. Back to the table to restructure. So the excitement of doing something successfully came back to Nairobi. We're like, I'm gonna do a show soon, like really soon. So I met someone else again who played me. We did a show at Junction to the flop, and now I'm back to again debt. I'm like, hey guys, you didn't tell me adulting is this bad. So we did some roof open air thing at Junction Mall in September. The money I had, put it there, choop, disappears. Fuck. But at least I paid Stepper.
Yeah.
Stepper finished with him. Cool. So now I'm back to the drawing board of, what do we do now? So we booked Prince KB in like November 2022. For November 2022, we announced. Hey,
how do you book it? Where you get the money to?
Paying at this point now is my financer.
Yeah. Because he's seen the history with the ticket.
And so I don't know what Peng saw in me, honestly. Even till date, my mom usually asks me. Peng is usually a good guy to, like, if you know how Peng has held us down, Peng has really held us down. So I get Prince KB's booking, I go text Peng. Hey, bro. It's me again, man. I need a quick loan, man. So I need X amount. I want to do Prince KB. This is the concept. Cool, bro. I've seen your craft. You believe in yourself. And I understand that you're trying to do this shit and make it happen. It's not easy to do it out here. So I'll support you. Here's the document, sign. Joke on interest. Cool. Announce.
How much was it to book the Prince KB this time?
At that time, it was like 700K, 300K. So, because Pen gave me around 350, 400K.
Okay.
Do it. Hey, we're pushing, we're marketing. Hey, it's not picking, it's not picking. The week to the show, I haven't sold enough tickets. I can't even remember how many tickets I had sold at that point. I haven't sold tickets. I'm at the point of, what the fuck is happening? Connie, I don't have the spark anymore. So I don't have money to finish Nani's money. We don't have money to finish Prince KB's money. So every day we're sending. Luckily, KQ being KQ, they delayed a flight, so he couldn't come. So I said, yes! Here we are now. We are back in business again. Because the person I'd partnered with pulled out. He didn't have money. So I'm doing this show 100% alone.
Yeah.
You get? So I was like in a point of, bro, something has to happen for this show to stop.
Like
I sit back.
It has to end.
Yeah, I sit back, I strategize. And then now we launch. KQ being KQ, that flight can't fly, so we can't do Prince KB. So we postponed to December. When more people are there. December, was it World Cup finals happening? There's a finals that was happening.
Yes, there's a World Cup. There's a World Cup in December. Yes,
that was happening.
Yes.
So we tried that watch party with Winning Post. Tukutane, my friends had friends who own a company called Tukutane, Sichangi and Malcolm, and we all sit down and combine that thing as together. So Prince KB, after party for the World Cup thing. Go, launch, now you have more time to push. So at that point now tickets move now properly. They move. I'm like, great. So this one sells properly, goes well. We had people. So still remember, I'm not getting money for myself. I'm getting money to pay people.
Yeah.
So I'm paying. But at least the point I paid people, I said, hey, wait. Can't remember going to this money I'm making. And I'm seeing money, I'm saying, wow. So you can make money with this thing crazily. So I tuned at 50K. And I remember when Yoga someone didn't pay him. Tuned at 50K. I said, There's Us Dance, not Us Dance. Beast Life happening. Yeah. That was the last Beast Life that happened. 2022 crossing 2023. Happening. And it was in Diani. And I was like, you know what? Every time I go to Diani, I feel like a breath of fresh air. So let me run to Diani because my friends had gone for Us Dance. I didn't have money at that point. But after Prince KB, I did. See, there was someone who wasn't paid. Yeah. So I said, let me go. So the 50K I had was my Nyuma money. Literally, I didn't even have a place to sleep. I slept. My friend took a like forever. Shout out Ricky forever, man. Like Ricky and Rahim are two people who've been with me since I was like a young guy, and Sean with this whole dream. So they've always supported me with anything I want to do. So Ricky and his girlfriend are staying in a Kanisa bed sitter in Diani. No, it's not a room, but it's a room. So it's a room. So it's a room with a balcony, but the kitchen is also there. So I was
it's like a studio.
Yeah. But the bed is here, and the kitchen is there.
Yeah.
So I packed my bag. I told Ricky, yo, I'm flying down right now. The flight I'm getting for in the next 2 days, I'm coming, but I can't fly in too early because I'll interrupt you guys because this is also your holiday. I don't want to be intrusive. So 31st, I'm landing.
I'm there.
I got a flight for 7 a.m. I said, let's go. Went to Mombasa. How much? 50,000. But remember, I didn't mention this. I used to have a credit card for Stanbic. So I had money in that Stanbic credit card. But I used to dodge paying it. There's days I was paying it, there's days I'm not paying it. So this time when I went down, this 50K that I tuned at, so I paid Stanbic.
Yeah.
So I knew once I pay, they deactivate it. What it cost? I said, so I put that Because I'd used 50K for that. My credit card used to be 100K, but I used 50. So I paid 50 and I took like 10K cash. And I put. So I went to Mombasa, taking my bag, going to my friend's hotel first. He was staying in Nyali. They thought I'd go down with him to Diani. My friend Mutua, his family being receptive parents, they put for me aside breakfast. Nini. I don't have money. I might have budgeted to eat. I've come here to bash and to release my stress because I've gone through it, man. For a 22-year-old, I've gone through too much, man. So they get for me food. I eat. Get drinks. I drink. I'm like, it's time to go to Diani. So go to Diani. Me, my friend Mutua, and my friend Rahim, Mutua, and my friend called Tobiko. We reach in Diani. Where are we all staying? In Rike's house. In this studio. But for me, it was just about going to beach life and partying and having fun. So I went to beach life, had so much fun, like partied till like I felt like, you know what? This was what life was meant to be. Did the countdown, did the fireworks. And when I doing the fireworks, I just made a wish and that's told God. I feel like I've had a 30-year-old life experience. For this new year, man. Just let me enjoy my youth, man. Even if the business is not working out, but don't let me struggle. Make things happen, man, for me. So the new year enters, come back to Nairobi. Again, I tell myself, I don't think this is the life God planned for me. So I look for callings. Remember, I told you 2022? Yeah. Summertides is what changed my life. Yeah. I look for callings again. I'm like, I have this plan for the year. I need 10 million. 10 million. He looked at me and he laughed. The fact that you think I have that money. It's very courageous, but I like the dream you have, but I don't have money. I can have connections to help with things, but I don't have money. I was like, this is the guy not understanding what I'm telling him. So I go back and think, and I meet with him again and tell him, I want 10 million, I'm going to give you 10% of the company. I'm like, all right. Okay, what if I don't give you 10 million, but I can give you something worth or more of that? I'm like, cool, as long as it's making my life easier and this shit. Because I feel like, again, this year, 2023 Summertides now, is the heat. They're like, cool, give me the 10% and I give them connections and to make things cheaper for you and things work out. Like, I'll help you. Like, I'll be in the company with you. Like, you see how you've been coming to ask me for help and going. I will be with you throughout the journey. I said, 10% is that's it's going to make you do that. Take it. Let's do it. So sit down, plan out Summertides 2023. Remember, we had an argument. He told me, if Summertides is already working with 1 day, why don't you add a second day? I'm like, no, we don't see the dream. These people want 2 days. It's not us. It's the people. We don't do this show for us. We do this for the people. So if the people ask, you make it happen. I'm like, no, but you can't feed them every time what they want. I'm like, no, you don't understand me. Project, I thought you're going to be a good partner. I didn't want to have this partnership anymore. So I'm going to the house. I'm talking to myself. So when I got the house, I texted him, whether they like it or not, this Summertides we're doing it 2 days. If you're in with me, that's nowhere. This thing for 2 days. Yeah. So we release the poster earlier than we used to release. We used to release posters in April. So now we release the Summertides poster, I think in Feb or March. And now it's Summertides, 2 days. The attraction
at this point in time, have you booked anybody? Have you booked anything?
We just announced it. I don't even know it's happening. And last night Summertides is going to happen. Announce. We didn't even just say anything. Just said Summertides. That was the first poster.
With a link to purchase, to buy
nothing fast. Because I'm still gauging. Are you still with us or not, guys? You know? Then the second post was Summertides, this and this date. I said, wow. They said 2 days. We're in. I said, oh. So guys want this thing. You want the tickets? You want the tickets? Put up the tickets. So this day, that one did weekend pass and day pass. The way those tickets were moving. I said, I said it. So I go back to Collins. I told you see?
What was the number of ticket purchase that you're like, okay, this is now moving?
I think in a day, no, in a week I sold 200 tickets. And for me, 200 tickets was for
the day of event.
I said, now it's making sense. I said, night, cool. This is gonna be big. So we go to Diani, me, my friend Chalo, and my friend Mokua. Now we start hunting for venues. I'm selling tickets to people. I don't have a venue. Go hunt for venues. Then you find someone that I used to talk to for a long time, 2021, about doing Summertides at their hotel. And he's like, yeah, I know about Summertides. So I'm like, yes, so this guy will understand us. Because all the other hotels are like, what's wrong with these stupid kids? Like, You can't do it. So that's how we ended up in Jacaranda. Because now Jacaranda, the owners, the family that owns it, the Karume family, some of the grandkids are my friends. So they're like, yeah, this thing makes sense. Like, we understand Summertides. At the time, we're going out to the venue. Tickets have gone to the point of we're like, yo, this is going to be so crazy. Like, this is my first time seeing such numbers, you know. Then time goes by, May, June, now it is like 3K, 4K tickets. I said, so you can just be sitting down on your phone and be checking how guys are selling. Now that's when you start thinking about the lineup.
You've sold 4K tickets before you think about the lineup.
3K, let's say 3K. Because
3K tickets
at this point,
before you think about
people
the
are
lineup.
feeding off the FOMO of, did you see, so there's an after movie we did for the Summertides 2022, which I said changed my life. That after movie changed our life because we included everyone. People felt included. So we made an after movie of people's snaps at Summertides and we made a compilation. So when it came out, everyone was sharing it. People were like, what is this Summertides? So even in 2023, we decided to split Summertides from Airbit and create its own page. So it doesn't mean under Airbit anymore. So now we start thinking, who are you going to book? I'm like, after at that point, I'm telling Collins, hey, we can't book like small DJs anymore. I want Grouchy, I want John Falme, I want the guys now. Yeah, this is now the festival, guys. He looked at me and said, you think those guys are cheap? I said, what? No, even if they're not cheap, like even if you call an L for this show, the next ones will be prospects, but you need to build a foundation from here. Because also, remember, we're changing the niche from IG kids to now general public. And these are the guys people go watch in clubs. John Falme is everywhere. Grouchy was big at that time with Wake Up Call. So those are the two people I wanted to book. The rest were just now my friends. Canada, Junior Pitts, me, and the other two Ugandan DJs as well, Phasia. But my main headliners were these guys and Young. So
let me ask you a question there on an interesting thing, and we talked about this before we started recording, that you wanted and you want your festival to be DJ driven as opposed to be
artists.
Driven. What's the thinking behind that?
Me coming from a DJ background and Tomorrowland being
the thing that you're looking at.
Blueprint.
Okay.
So the whole idea is to make a Tomorrowland type of thing here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So reach out. I find he's good friends with John Falme. We get John. Sorry. We easily get John Falme. And then now I look for contacts for Grouchy. So I send someone to talk to him. They get a crazy price. I'm like, hey, no, I can't afford that. So it's cool. And I come back and say, go tell him this thing is about to be big, man. Like, please trust me. At the same time, I had met Gibbs, Darkchild, and I sold him the dream. I remember I met him in Cavalli and I showed him this is what this festival is about and this is what we're going to grow into become in years to come. Please, just believe in me. This is the money I have. Please take it. And he didn't take that money. But now me and him are friends. Now me and him are cool. So for me, my first point was Gibbs before Grouchy. So now, look for Grouchy. Discuss. He said, hey, apana, ambia mtoyo. I tell my friend, ambia mtoyo doni kidogo. I told my friend, no, give me his number. So I have a sweet mouth. I want to cry to the Grouchy. Grouchy, please, man. This is the dream, man. This thing's going to be big in Africa in the next 5 years. Believe in this, man. I'm like, trust me. Please. But I'll give you this this amount of money. If the event does well, we can agree on X amount, top up. Cool. I said, then that makes sense. So cool. I said, wow. I'm going to announce Grouchy. These guys won't believe it. So I know I have John Falme, and I have Grouchy, and I have Canada, and I have Junior Pitts, and I have Andy Young. Oh my days. This is revolutionary from the other Summertides we've ever had. Yeah. We start doing now the rollouts for the DJs. The traction grows and grows and grows. Now the older people start knowing about Summertides because Grouchy and John Falme is so it grows. So we do Summertides 2023. Success. Yeah, that's what I think we had like
a question on the financing. Because even though I know 3,000 or whatever thousand people have bought tickets, you don't have that cash in hand yet. So how are you paying? You're just telling him
paying. So you can see the portal. Yeah. You can see what's there. Please. I need X amount to make this happen. Peng believing in the boy as well again sends me money. So Peng has been a very key financer for me since 2022. Till date, actually. For a lot of big shows we do. Yeah. That's why, hey, for me to leave, for a ticketing company to get part of Hustle Sasa,
Yeah.
I think you need to pay me like a lot of money, man. Because the amount of investment Peng has put into us, it's just not easy to sell out like that.
Yeah.
Because also loyalty is priceless, you know.
Of course.
So yeah, Peng. Yeah, man, the tickets are moving, you can see. Even him is shocked, like, wow, this is crazy. I can give you the money, then we'll cut it from. So Peng's not financing me, I don't have money. 2023 happens. When I was a kid in 2021, when I do notes, 2020, I was really begging for an ABL sponsorship. And then 2023 Summertides, I get called. I had a partnership with Sound City. We get called and I told Smile of to come on board. This is 2 weeks to the show. I lost my shit. I said, what even ABL right now want to be like associated with us? That's so crazy. That's when I knew, the gears have actually changed. So 2023 happens. We have partners, Smile of come on board, sponsors. Actually, the only guys who only sponsors and give us money have always been alcohol brands. Like this year we worked with Pano Ricard, but we did ABL for 2 years, 2023, 2024. 2023 happened. So many people came. We panicked the first day because we was like, wow, how did we do 5,000 people for the first time? It was wild. 2023 changed now everything in my life.
How many people do you end up doing for
2023? 5K.
5K.
Yeah. So 2023 clears all my debt. I sat down when I came back from Nairobi. I sat down and just prayed and tell God thanks. I don't have debt. The prayer I made to God in 31st, I want to enjoy my youth, is what made it happen now. So we remember some small cash. I went and bought my first expensive watch. I was like, yeah, guys. Now I feel like I have the funds. Then we sat down and we did Gabzi. Now 2023. I felt like it was a revenge. I was like, now I need to do it. So the other day we were sitting down. We were supposed to do LAV actually, and we were on our way to Nyanyuki. So at that time when talks with the agent discussing price, but they take long to respond, and I'm frustrated because this man is here, I want to pay. Start announcing the next show, and then someone from Gab's team reached out. Hey bro, how have you been? It's been a long time, I haven't talked. How's everything in Nini? I want to do a show in Kenya. I'm like, wait. Gabs, he had forgotten. Go to my partner. Now, me and Colin's now partners here now because I've sold stake to him. There's a guy called Gabsy, and I bet you we're going to sell more than Yalevi. Some people have been asking for him. We discuss on a good price rate, and I'm like, right, let's lock it. Then I'm like, wait, no. What if we do an East Africa tour? They're like, okay, we want to do that, but the other countries, Rwanda, Uganda, Tanzania. I'm like, let me get back to you. So in the midst of these Summertides escapades, there's Ugandans I met. You remember when we started bringing Ugandans to come
the
to see
DJs
Summertides? Yeah. There's Ugandans who had come from Uganda to study in Kenya at Strath. And I remember one day they told me, oh my God, we love what you do with Summertides. Like, it's so dope. I looked for them and told them, have you ever been interested in owning an entertainment company? They're like, no, but it seems cool from what you do. I'm like, bet, I want to open one in Uganda. So when I open Airbit in Uganda, and I have a booking for Gabs. You know Gabs, like, yeah, Gabs is so cool. Gabs will do well in Uganda. Perfect. You're the perfect partners that you have for this thing. So one of them, their dad is someone in Uganda. And we got our company registered in Uganda in 48 hours. Went back to Gabs' team and said, add Uganda to the tour circuit. They said, how? We'll do it. How are you going to do it and you do it in Kenya? Don't worry. We'll do it. Add it. We'll pay for both. So we did it now. We paid.
Where'd you get the money to pay for both of those?
Come on. Sasa.
Again.
So we tied down. Feng has seen so much with me, man. So we tied down our sponsorship money for EBL to this. So here's the LPO. We can't wait for this time, but you have to announce Gabs. Again, I go to Peng, sell the dream. He's like,
how much is Gabs costing you to do both of these?
30K?
USD?
Yeah, around 10 to 30, if I'm not wrong. So I think it was 10 per country or 15 per country, one of the two.
Okay.
So again, Peng, So Peng pays, but Peng doesn't pay immediately. So the Ugandans, so what, we make a deal with the Ugandan kids whereby pay the first deposit. So they already know it's Airbit doing both shows. Pay the first deposit, they say we are committed, we sign, we announce, then when our money comes, we link you guys. So they pay, they agree to us announcing, and we keep going. So when the money from Peng comes, now us to finish the balance, because we're the ones doing both countries either way. So now we finish off the balance. So yeah, Peng came through again. So we did Gabby 2023. That was a beautiful show. It was a huge success. We had hitches here and there because of people being rowdy. And I mean, people are seeing it now with the chant games, people trying to bulldoze themselves into shows. But when it happened to us, we were the bad people. But I guess we were the stepping stone for everyone every time. Then that was big for us. We got international recognition from blogs in UK. Now started getting now booking agents approaching us for, oh, we have an X and X artists, do you want to book them? Build a good rapport. Everything's working out. Now we're back to zero. We didn't make money at Gabsy.
You broke even essentially, or do you go into loss?
Went to loss, but not crazy loss. Like it was manageable loss. It was loss because of trying to manage two shows at the same time and financing both of them at the same time. And when the whole stampede thing happened, we lost money because guys didn't pay at the gate. So for us now, we were supposed to count money from gate as our profit. Yeah. So again, back to drawing board. But at this time, I'm not back to drawing board in a depressed way.
Right.
I'm back to drawing board of, okay, now you understand how I'm doing this shit. So now from there, everything comes a bed of roses at a point. So Summertides 2024 happens. I'm like, now, I don't want us to do Summertides as a festival. Because now we've seen how Summertides 2023 was. 2023 for me was just an event. 2024 now we planned it as a festival. Because even if you see how we planned out our lineup, it was like a proper festival. So we started announcing it in February. And the attraction was crazy. So we didn't do day tickets this time. We did weekend passes. Tickets were moving crazy. I can't say an amount there. Because now there's some people there at the that's an anniversary tower.
Yeah.
But we sold crazy. And at that point now we told ourselves, yeah, I think from here now we built a brand ongoing. So yeah, 2024 happens, great show. Again, excitement that now like
you're there now.
Profit is making sense. Then double dutch ourselves again. We go book an international act where we lost money. So we booked Cranium and Chris Martin at the same time. Lost money, Cranium show. I even looked at my partner like, bro, why do you keep on doing this to ourselves, man? So we're just like, okay, you know what? Chris Martin will bring us back all the money we've lost. It put us into more debt. Oh my days. So now we do Chris Martin. We're supposed to do Cranium October, end October, Chris Martin December. We were trying to do like a double Dutch reggae thing. We were very ambitious. We were very ambitious. And like, hey, when Cranium failed, you said, no, we can't do Cranium.
And what's failure? How many? Is it a number of people who come to the show?
Yeah,
we lost?
I think we sold 1,500 tickets for Cranium.
And what was the projection?
I think we were projecting 3K, 4K for us to make money. Yeah, some guys went and talked online how we are failing as a company. I was like, okay, I mean, if you can do it, then even you do it. If you think you can do it better than us. But it didn't put me down as if I was told that when I was 21, 22, I'd be down. I don't even think we'd be sitting here to discuss this. Then I told Chris guys, hey, let's push to February. It's not looking feasible to do it in December. So we do Chris in February, took the risk. So that's one of the highest shows we've ever done, like in terms of monetary value. It costed us almost like 30 million
to do Chris this
that show, yeah. And we went on a loss again. We sold like, I think 5M of that. So we lost money.
Where did you get now even that 30? Is Peng still the guy who's coming through?
Peng is one like Peng. We had Guinness Smooth, we had EABL on board, but our major like person who's financing us was Peng. Shout out Kolo's girlfriend's mom, man. Kolo's girlfriend's mom came through for us. Mama Lolo came through for us. A good friend of ours called Elsie as well came through for us at that time. Who else give us money?
Because 30 million is a lot of money.
It is. Peng was 80% of that.
That's a lot of money.
Peng was 80% of that.
So what happens? Okay, so even if you've had this good relationship with Peng all this time, when it's going under, what conversation are you having with Peng now?
Peng has never been the type of person. At now we have beef because of money. See, you guys are still here. So you're still doing Summertides.
We'll figure it out.
We just find each other in front. And clearly we did for this year. So the show ends, we're in debt. We tell guys, give us 30 days. Actually, that's not a show that was done by grace because most of our suppliers supplied us without any payment. Again, relationships helped us in that really, really crazily. So now after the show, that's when we sat down and said, hey, guys, any person mob.
The mob.
But we'll figure out how we'll do it. Because the whole budget was like that 30 M and you have to figure it out. At this point, Pen can give us money. It's like, hey guys, you've run me dry. Yeah. Even the money we had planned for the company for this year, 80% is with you. With you guys, you know. So we sat down, talked to people, told guys, give us a grace period of X days, we'll figure out guys will pay. So as time was going, we just paying guys slowly.
Where are you getting the money to pay these guys?
Collins gets some gigs, pays people. I get gigs, I pay people. So from personal money, there's a cousin of mine who sent me money from States to pay people, sent as well. Then we start announcing now Summertides. Summertides again, being the cash cow. Start selling well. It is a point where we're telling Peng, hey bro, we need some help because you're seeing this money is here, but you can't, we have debt for people. So help us take out this money to pay people. So since he trusts us and he knows we're still going to deliver from the show, he allowed us to do that and pay off some people. Until at a point where the pressure was low for the Chris show. Now, to tell guys, after Summertides, we'll come back and pay guys, but let us finish Summertides first. Because also, at the point where we're doing this show, we're so stressed, we can't do it correctly. Because
you're just...
Yeah, every day my phone is on D&D from 8 a.m. So even someone's wondering, why are you a criminal? So at a point, that gave us the grace to finish the show. Then after Summertides, did a great show, sold really well, but
paying back
to senders, the guys who helped us and made the show happen. But it really solidified us as a company, actually, the Chris Martin show, because we got so much approach from corporates. Helped us get corporate approach from that. So even for Summertides, it helped us now get like good brands come on board. This is the first year we had a condom brand for the festival. So it was good. You had PRK coming on board, Olmeka, Jameson. Yeah, it opened up so many doors. As much as we lost money, it really opened up a lot of doors for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then now this Summertides you make money. This last one you make some money and you pay some debt. And then
we pay off everything.
You pay off everything.
Okay, I think we have like probably 5. No, there's those ones you forget until someone texts you and calls you. Yeah.
There's a bit of cash left over.
Yeah.
Okay. And then now you're announcing you announced, well, not too long ago, you announced Beach
Please.
Yeah.
So in the midst of this whole chaos, one day I wake up and tell Collins, hey, we can't suffer forever, man. Because after Summertides, and then I'm not doing an international show artist
That's
again,
what you
bro.
said.
Bro, I'm not. So either we go back and discuss with the Diani people as to what they asked us to do last year, to do this year, since we couldn't do it last year, December. We stay broke.
Until next year.
Yeah. Collins is like, might be a bit too rush, but I feel where you're coming from. So I think, I can't remember what he actually said, but I don't know if he said something on the lines of, let's do it, let me go think about it. But I remember he woke up one day and found out poster is already out. And I'm like, yeah, so we have to go discuss with these guys and tell them that we're doing other Summertides in Diani.
Yeah.
Even Collins has gone through so much with me, man. But yeah, it was at the point of giving back to the community what they want, because economy-wise, we changed so much in Diani that week, honestly speaking, from what we hear from the guys who live there.
Yeah.
As much as we bring so much chaos, you can't just be good people 100%. There's a bit of chaos you have to bring, because we're bringing you money. Let's just war a bit for a week. But it really touched us to the point of we had opened Airbit Foundation in 2023, and we really wanted to give back to community. So when people told us that it really helps them, that money sustains people for like almost 3-4 months.
Because of the money they make during those.
And then after that 3-4 months, we have to wait for you guys again next year, July. So if you could do something in December that keeps on sustaining us, it can help us. So that was the idea behind Beach Please. But also the idea behind Beach Please was to do something for New Year's, whereby it's not the same thing as Summertides. Summertides is already pinned to Tomorrowland. So Beach Please wanted to be pinned to something else in a different experience. Maybe Afro Nation, maybe Lollapalooza, or something else, So that was the idea of starting just a different festival. Because also we realized events don't make money as much as festivals do.
What's the difference? Monetization, what's the difference?
Festivals cost a lot. They take more planning. 2 more days. A festival can be less than 2 days.
2 days.
There's a lot of there's a lot of billing included, acts. So you have more to offer to people than an event. So in an event, if I've booked, let's say I'm a piano artist, I can only bring piano DJs. But a festival, if I have 2 stages, I can have urban music, I can have a piano house in Uns, and I can book everyone, all the other DJs. So you all come to see your favorites in one place. Not, I can't come for this event because Suraj is not there. Yeah. So let me go to the other event because Suraj and Yuji are there.
Right.
But here, all of you are in one building. So you mix and match experiences and genres in one. Right. That's my take on festivals. And for me, out of town shows make more money than
doing stuff.
Nairobi is too saturated. Everyone wakes up and wants to be an event organizer, and everyone's trying to do something the same weekend. So you'll find in a weekend there's 10 events happening. I can tell you for free, man. Niggas are not making money out here as you think, man. It's there's so much math behind booking international artists, especially doing one in Nairobi, that it takes a lot. And that's why sometimes I try to explain to people, and they start saying, "As you just bring for us," and so it's not just about bringing. There's so much logistics behind it. Like now you see, 30 million. Who sits down to be given even half of that? Even 15. Who sits down to give 15 million? You know, Aspen gave us because we have a relationship with him and he trusts in us. And Summertides also happens in the platform, so they're sure that money will come back. But ideally, I don't think anyone would have given us that money.
Yeah.
Even banks don't give us loans, man. And the amount of money that goes through our banks, KCB. But yeah, so for me, if we develop a festival culture in the country, I think it would be better off for us and also East Africa. So we sit down 3 countries and think of a big festival that all East Africans can come. Okay, think of another Summertides, since Summertides is already there.
It's already there.
Yeah.
Okay. As you wind up, what's the biggest assumption that people make about you with regard to money that's not true?
In regards to money?
Yeah.
I mean, that I have it with me every time. They expect you to have but we even had a money conversation with my girlfriend yesterday, and we were talking about in the space I'm in. Some days you have money, some days you don't have money. Today I can wake up and see 10 million. Tomorrow I won't have it. You get, because it has to pay. It moves, it circulates. So it's like club business. People think club owners have money like that, but they don't, because that money keeps on circulating. You might pinch some, but it will affect you in front. So you'd rather just wait for the thing to end in front, then you pinch. You just end up like shoke. But sometimes in this life, you just have to plan yourself properly. Yeah. But I'd say that that's assumptions that people expect you to, you have money every day. Yeah. Yeah. Like today when I was paying for the Uber downstairs, when I was paying for the Uber downstairs, I was telling my friend Rahim, yesterday I had 50K on M-Pesa, and now I have fleet of 1,000. So now you see, if I tell someone how full is, I don't believe me. Yeah. But literally, I can even show you. Yeah. I think right now I'm on probably full for 500 because I used an Uber to come here. And I need to go back home. So when I reach home, I'm on 0, Yeah. But yeah, I think that's the largest assumption I think guys usually have every time.
Okay. Last question. How do you survive on an everyday basis? So we know how the big money is being made, and essentially, but on an everyday basis, how do you plan out your finances? Or are you just operating with
I plan? Yeah. Incorrect financially is the right one. I remember when we were coming up, I was saying, are these guys actually inviting me to this podcast because my finance is actually incorrect? Yeah. But Collins really came and changed a huge part for me in my life. I don't think if I didn't have Collins, I don't think I'd be money smart to do stuff. Collins puts everything in the company in check. Saying, yo, here you have to buy assets, you have to buy land, educating me on things like there's a day I saw Abel Mutua saying that if you have X amount of money in your bank account and you want to buy a car that's X amount of money that's in your bank account, you rather let the bank finance you. And you do X and X with this money, and then it pays off. Right. But a Kenyan being a Kenyan, and then they go search your car and see that it's owned by KCB Bank, they come and say you're broke. And that same person doesn't even have that money in their account. So, yeah, it's usually that Collins really came and changed so much in my life financially. spend as much as they used to. When you met me, you used to say like, "Hey, bro, if I found you probably like 3 years to come, it would be terrible." And also my parents keep me in check a lot. My parents are very, very, very present in my life.
And you said they come for every festival.
Yeah, every festival.
So they're somewhere in the crowd somewhere. Or they
at the gate.
Are they?
Yeah, at the gate. In every time,
yeah.
So yeah, my parents, Collins, and currently my friends. Right now we're growing up. You know, we're closer to 30 than we are to 20. I don't know about Barack, how close he is to 40, but yeah, these days we sit down and actually talk about finances and planning and buying assets and buying like properties and such things. So yeah, I don't spend so like extravagant. Sometimes I do, but
what's the most extravagant thing you've purchased for yourself that you can disclose, that you're willing to disclose?
I know. No, my mark is much. It's more than. Yeah, my mark is more. I know I can't disclose. people out there think I have money, and when they see me in the club, they think they want to buy them alcohol. But I really can't pinpoint to it at the moment. Yeah,
fair enough. Man, Kasey, thanks so much for coming and giving us a story of Summertides Festival. And I mean, amazing. I think, and I'll tell you, when I was told, it's the person who set up Summertides, I said, I was skeptical. I was like, yeah, let's hear the story.
Yeah.
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I don't think one has to be a certain age to be able to do something or to be able to have a certain amount of money and be able to do things. This podcast has definitely helped me open up my mind to there's a whole other world that you might not have access to and don't use your own biases to limit what other people are doing with their lives.
Likewise.
So
also when we were starting, as I told you guys, for me the Bobby episode is a game changer for me because also he explains how he uses credit in his advantage to make more money for his life. So
we'll tell him.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for coming. I'm sure you guys have enjoyed this episode. I even forgotten. This is a business. No, it's a regular episode. So thanks so much for coming. Thanks, Kasey, for coming. We'll see you guys next Friday on the next episode of Financially Incorrect.